Ew, why is the selfie on this phone so bad? What kind of phone is this? My god.
Your phone's so bad? That's why you should try out this phone.
Wow, vivo Y33s. What's so good about this phone?
Because it can take better selfies and it has a 50 megapixel camera at the back, that's why I'm recommending it to you.
Then why you give me?
Because I like you, that's why.
That's why.
That's why I love the vivo Y33s. Now this phone has a 50 megapixel main camera if you didn't already get it from just now, and it has this really cool mirror-like design. So there are two variants, one is mirror black and the other one is called midday dream, which is like a gradient light blue kind of thing. So with this, obviously, is as its name suggests, it's basically a mirror at the back of your phone. You can see yourself crystal clear, do your makeup, check for your pimples. And on the side, we have this really flat edges. Here we have the volume rocker and a power button, which is also the side-mounted fingerprint sensor. And something you usually don't see in entry-level phones is a USB-C port, but this has it. Good job, Vivo. But you will still get the headphone jack and speaker right here. So what you're looking at right now is a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus display. That's a rather large display, and you get these equivalent bezels, but it does have a slightly thicker chin. Now display-wise, I think the colors are quite vibrant. It is not the brightest I've seen, but still bright enough that you can actually read even under the hot sun and stuff like that. And under the hood, this phone is powered by a MediaTek Helio G80 processor, so you can play games like Mobile Legends or PUBG. If you turn on the Ultra Game mode, you can even experience 4D game vibrations, but that's for PUBG alone. This phone ships with FunTouch OS 11 based on Android 11. It has a 5000 mAh battery that supports 18-watt fast charging. That's something we are quite used to. And it has 8GB of RAM paired with 128GB of storage. If you run out of RAM, it can convert your storage into memory temporarily. So on the back, you're getting a 50 megapixel main lens as mentioned, and this is accompanied by two 2-megapixel lens. One is for its super macro shots and the other is for its depth sensor. On the front, you're getting a 16 megapixel lens for your selfies. Overall, the pictures are sharp, the colors are vibrant, but it is not as bright in certain scenarios. So I've seen photos which are much brighter in the same kind of lighting, but the vivo Y33s seems to be a bit darker, but that can be fixed if you turn on the HDR mode. And if we look at the super macro shots, you don't necessarily have to get super up close, but you still get really good details. So for example, the spadix of this peace lily flower, you can actually see the texture and the dots all over the spadix. Now moving on to night mode, we've also taken some shots during the night time, and the vivo Y33s has something called super night mode. So basically, the darker your environment is, it's going to take longer for you to shoot, but what you are getting is really clear pictures with nice color. If you zoom in, you realize a lack of details, the object looks very blurry. But there is also one thing, so when you're actually shooting with the camera, the picture may look blurred, but after the post-processing, thanks to AI, the picture is much sharper. And just like what Victor said, the selfies on this camera is great. You get really accurate skin tone colors. And of course, you can also turn on portrait mode if you want to take bokeh selfies. And there's beauty filters where you can adjust the smoothness of your skin, size of your eyes, your nose. Plus, if your environment is too dark for a good selfie, you can always turn on this selfie fill light, which gives you like this soft light using the camera screen, so you can still get bright selfies even in dark environments. And you have reached the end of the unboxing of the Vivo Y33s. Now, for a phone in its series, I think it's quite impressive that it has a 50 megapixel main camera. Its selfie camera is doing really good, and it even has a USB-C port. And I think some of you, especially those who are more vain, will appreciate this mirror design on this phone. But we don't actually know the price yet. This will be revealed during its launch on 11 September, which is probably when you'll be seeing this video too. So once we get the price, we will update it in the description box down below.